What's going on, guys? Mr. Clasher here. Welcome back to a brand new Rules of Survival video. Now in today's video, guys, I have some exciting news to actually talk about and pretty much what NetEase is going to be doing to certain individuals in the game. But we're also going to talk about different features and different adjustments that are going to be coming in tomorrow's update. Now, I was reading through a couple of these updates or a couple of these features, and I was not happy with what they were doing, except obviously one thing I will talk about. But anyway, let's get down to it. So first of all, there's going to be a new jump together function that has been added. When players team up, they can choose to follow a teammate before exiting the glider to ensure that everyone's jump site is the same. Players can't stop following players during the descent phase of a jump. So basically, there's going to be a new jump together feature that's going to be added to the game, which is going to be really, really cool. And basically, you're going to be choosing to follow a teammate, so that's kind of nice. Second thing is that I did not like at all, and you guys can tell me part of this in the description, or in the comments, I should say, not description, but in the comments of the video, explaining why they would do this. But let me read this first. Rifles 8x scopes can no longer be attached to rifles and machine guns. So basically, they are removing the 8x scope out of the game in terms of you can only use it now on snipers rather than ARs. And the only way I could see them doing that is because not ARs, but sniper rifles are not getting much love in the game. I mean, the Barrett is a very strong sniper. I love the Kar 98 is a pretty good sniper rifle in my own opinion. AWM is an AWM. So I can understand why they could do this, but removing an 8x scope from an AR, I mean, some players like the 8x, that's a really, really good scope, and now we're gonna have to settle with an 4x. Now, I personally don't have too big of a problem because I like to use the DSR, and the 4x usually gets the job done, but man, at long distances, that 8x can come in handy, and it's definitely going to change how players play, especially the players that use 8x all the time. I mean, now you can't even attach it to an AR, so that is a big change. I'm not very optimistic about this change, what they're doing, but we'll see how it turns out. Next is scopes. Simplify the unscope animation. Unscoping, we'll skip the unscope animation. Improved auto improved the auto open door experience. The response range for this function has been increased, which is pretty nice. Improved the auto pickup experience. The amount of items automatically picked up will not exceed the set limit. Corresponding items, and then there's going to be attached scopes will no longer be replaced with scopes that were just picked up. Camera angle when getting out of vehicle has been improved, which is, getting out the vehicle was a pretty weird camera view sometimes. It was really weird, so I'm glad they're actually fixing that. And players will not face the direction they were facing when in the vehicle when they get out, and will no longer be facing the front of the vehicle. That is actually a really good adjustment, because when you get out of the vehicle, it was kind of weird. Now you're going to be, obviously, whichever way you got out is the way you're going to be seeing. So that's actually a really nice feature, because when you're getting out of the vehicle and you're all in these certain directions out of nowhere, it's kind of odd. So there are some really nice features they're going to be fixing and adjusting in the game, but that's not even the biggest one yet. The fire aim view buttons can now be hidden settings for PC versions to tidy up their interface. Crosshairs color customization has been newly added to the PC version, and basically players can change the crosshair color of unscoped crosshairs and red dot. Hollow side 2, 4, and 8x scopes. There's a total of 6 color schemes to choose from, and I've mentioned to NetEase before that they should add color variations to the game in terms of scopes, and they finally freaking did that. I'm actually glad they actually did that, because the 2x was getting boring, the 4x was getting really boring. I mean, they changed that on DSR as well. The 4x, it's now white instead of black. So I like these features, and so NetEase, they watch my videos. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. And personally, I think some of the features I've mentioned before, and you guys can go back through my old videos if you guys don't believe me. And you guys know, my subscribers, that when I'm in lobbies and I ramble about NetEase, I talk about features, I talk about different scopes, because I've had this idea before with how scopes should be different and customized, because who wants a green 2x scope every single time? I hate green. I personally do not like green. And I'm glad there's different colors, because there's, you know, different colors can maybe change the way a player aims with the scope and how they shoot, and it just might be just enough for the player to maybe get advantage of another player with the scope. Just different colors can definitely, you know, have a little bit of an effect on different players in a good way. So I'm glad they're doing that. And there's optimized UI settings as well. But the biggest thing I want to get to, guys, is the hackers, guys. And can you believe it? The hackers are finally getting banned. And this is more than just, oh, hey, we just banned another 200,000 players this month. No, this is actually very, very huge. And thank you, NetEase. I mean, hopefully, if everything works, if everything, like they said, is going to work, that's going to be awesome. So I'm going to be cautiously optimistic about this. But I'm glad that they are banning the crap out of players, guys. On Saturday, I woke up just, you know, having coffee, having tea. I'm just relaxing, trying to play a Rules of Survival, a game I enjoy playing. What do you know? First 2 games in, there were hackers. My first 2 games of the day, I was literally about to put the device down and be like, you know what? Nah, today's not the day. But I kept playing, and I think we came across a couple more hackers. I mean, it was so annoying coming up against hackers, aimbot players, invisible players. I mean, players that 2-tap your maxed out vehicles. I mean, aimbot is the most common hack, but man, I hate hackers in the game. Hackers that, or players that use hacks have no skill in the game. They just don't. That's why they gotta use hacks to become good. It's ridiculous. Like, I was playing last night with, I forgot who it was. I think it was Legacy Clan or something like that. And that guy, we had a fire team, and the hacker knocked 3 or 4 of us within a second, and one of the players finally ran him over. So we were just like, how do you like one tap all of us? It was just ridiculous. So I'm glad they're doing that. But basically what they're saying is, from December 10th onwards, devices belonging to players found to be hacking will be blocked, restricting devices from logging into the game. That is huge. And I've mentioned this before to my subscribers and players I play with, that instead of banning players, like, yes, banning players is a good thing. Obviously, that's going to reduce hackers in the game, but they can make new accounts under the same device. And basically what I said was, I thought it was a little bit too much. I just said, instead of just keep banning them and make them new accounts, how about they just can't log into the game? Like, just with the same account, they can't log in. And that's finally what they're doing. And I'm so glad. So now they can make any accounts on their device. No more, you know, switching servers, nothing like that. So I'm actually really, really happy about that. And, you know, from December 10th and, you know, forward, it's going to be in effect. So I'm super happy, because I'm sick and tired of hackers. I really am. I know a lot of you, my subscribers, and a lot of players in this community are tired of hackers from different servers and different parts of the world just coming into the NA server. And this is not just NA server, this is across the Asian server, you know, NA server, and it's just different servers, and the European server too. So like, I'm glad they're actually stepping up and hopefully not logging into the different accounts straight up. Like, the game is not going to work basically. So that's awesome. I hope that's going to work. That is some really good news. But anyway, in the comment section below, you guys can tell me if you think this will fix the hackers in the game, and tell me what you guys think about the 8x scopes being removed from the assault rifles. That is huge. I'm not really happy about that. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, go ahead, leave a like. That would really mean a ton. And also, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure to click the subscribe button to subscribe. And as always, I'll see you all on my next video.